students, I am Dr. Jyoti Vainankar from PSS RSN College of Arts and Science, Farmagudi, Goa. I am here to present a module for the program Bachelor of Science in the subject of Botany for 6th semester from the course BOD105 Nursery and Gardening. It is from the unit Vegetative Propagation and the name of the module is Shed Roof and Shade House. In this module, you will study about shed roof, introduction, method of shed roof, gardening and precautions, shade house, introduction, structure, advantages, uses and precautions. At the end of this module, you will be able to describe the shed roof, explain the method of shed roof gardening and precautions to be taken, explain the shade house, structure, advantages, uses and precautions to be taken. Coming to the introduction, roofs are used for protection from sun, rain, wind, dust, heat, cold and animals and insects. Roofs are made up of different materials depending on the climate, the availability of materials and the ease of construction. There are 4 roof types, that is flat, shed, gable or double pitched and hip. Now let us study about shed roof. Shed roof is built at a slight angle, generally from 10 to 30 degrees. Shed roofs are easier to support than flat roofs, usually the least expensive and easiest style of roof to build. Because of their pitch or angle, they can shed water easily and are particularly good in warm rainy climates. Shed roofs are slightly less subjective to wind pressure than flat roofs. In stormy areas, they must be securely tied down to the walls. Now let us see the method of shed roof gardening. A polythene sheet is laid down first over the roof before putting the soil. Joints in the polythene are sealed by heat or a glue. The soil should be evenly spread on the polythene sheet and the depth of the soil should be shallow, not exceeding 90 cm and it can vary between 20 to 60 cm. Drainage should be good and it has to be replenished constantly by frequent watering. Large trees and shrubs are not grown because the growth of taproot is limited by rooftop. Soil leaches off more rapidly and therefore it has to be replaced regularly. Precautions which can be taken while constructing shed roof gardening. Check the roof surface whether it can bear the weight of the soil. The roof should be waterproof to prevent seepage of water. Flower beds are made directly on the roof by placing soil. Based on space available, selection of plants to be grown is carried out. It should have a dominant focal point, that is a lawn, water garden, rock garden or climbers such as bougainvillea, clerodendron, bignonia, etc. Bright colored and tall growing plants are planted on the outer edges. Since the space is less, encouragement of vertical growth of plant is necessary. Climbers like passion flowers, vernonia, thunbergia, etc. can be used. Hanging baskets also play a major role having foliage or flowering. Few vertical gardens are also displayed in roof shade. Now let us study about shade house. A shade house is a structure which provides a mix of shade and light to provide suitable conditions for shade-loving plants or to reduce the temperature under the cover. It is constructed to cut down the solar radiation and prevent scorching of or wilting of leaves caused by marked temperature increase within the leaf tissue from strong sunlight. The structure consists of 2 basic components, frame and the cladding material. The frame provides support for cladding material and designed to protect against wind, rain, etc. It is made up of wood, stone, bamboo or galvanized iron pipe. Wood or bamboo are used. Poles are treated with turpentine and tar on one side before inserting them in the ground. Cladding material used on the top and sides of the structure is a shade net. Shade net is available with different percentages of shading intensity ranging from 25 to 75%. These structures are highly useful to moderate the microclimate around the plants, especially in summer. Suitability of color and shade factor depends upon location and season. The shade house made with shade nets 50% or 75% for regulation of shade are very useful in arid regions where the humidity is very low during summer months. Now let us see a few advantages of shade house. It controls high intensity solar radiation. It protects plant from frost. It protects plant from large insects. Uses of shade net includes it is used for cultivation of flower plants, foliage plants, medicinal plants, vegetables and spices. Fruits and vegetable nurseries as well as for raising of forest species etc. It is used for production of grass saplings and reducing its mortality during hot summer days. It is also used for hardening tissue culture plants. It should be planned taking into consideration type of crop to be grown, locally available material and local climatic condition. The provision for future expansion should be there. Site selection. Site should be located in such a way that it is well connected with market for input supplies and sale of its produces. It should be constructed away from buildings and trees, away from industrial or vehicular pollutants. The site should be free from drainage problem and there should be a provision of electricity and good quality water. Orientation of shade house. Two criteria for shade house orientation: uniformity of light intensity in the shade house and wind direction. Single span structure may be oriented either in east-west or north-south direction, but multi-span structure should be oriented in north-south direction to ensure uniform light intensity. Plants grown in shade house include flower crops like anthuriums, orchids, gerbera, etc. These are the references used for the preparation of this module. Thank you.